Driving theory practice test question 1 of 50. What should you do when moving off from behind a parked car? A. Give a signal after moving off. B. Use the exterior mirrors only. C. Look around after moving off. D. Check both interior and exterior mirrors. The correct answer is D. Check both interior and exterior mirrors. Before moving off, you should use both the interior and exterior mirrors to check that the road is clear. Look around to check the blind spots and, if necessary, give a signal to warn other road users of your intentions. UK driving theory practice test question 2 of 50. When you see a hazard ahead, you should use the mirrors. Why is this? A. Because you'll need to brake sharply to a stop. B. Because you'll need to accelerate out of danger. C. To assess how your actions will affect following traffic. D. To check what's happening on the road ahead. The correct answer is C. To assess how your actions will affect following traffic. You should be constantly scanning the road for clues about what's going to happen next. Check your mirrors regularly, particularly as soon as you spot a hazard. What's happening behind may affect your response to hazards ahead. UK driving theory practice test question 3 of 50. A vehicle pulls out in front of you at a junction. What should you do? A. Swerve past it and sound your horn. B. Slow down and be ready to stop. C. Accelerate past it immediately. D. Flash your headlights and drive up close behind. The correct answer is B. Slow down and be ready to stop. Try to be ready for the unexpected. Plan ahead and learn to anticipate hazards. You'll then give yourself more time to react to any problems that might occur. Be tolerant of other road users who don't behave correctly. UK driving theory practice test question 4 of 50. Which vehicle will use a blue flashing beacon? A. Snowplow. B. Motorway maintenance. C. Breakdown recovery. D. Bomb disposal. The correct answer is D. Bomb disposal. Emergency vehicles use blue flashing lights. If you see or hear one, move out of its way as soon as it's safe and legal to do so. UK driving theory practice test question 5 of 50. You lose your way on a busy road. What's the best action to take? A. Stop at traffic lights and ask pedestrians. B. Check a map and keep going with the traffic flow. C. Turn into a side road, stop and check a map. D. Shout to other drivers to ask them the way. The correct answer is C. Turn into a side road, stop and check a map. It's easy to lose your way in an unfamiliar area. If you need to check a map or ask for directions, first find a safe place to stop. UK driving theory practice test question 6 of 50. The conditions are good and dry. When should you use the 2-second rule? A. When traffic lights change to green. B. Before restarting the engine after it has stalled. C. Before using the mirrors, signal, maneuver, routine. D. When checking your gap from the vehicle in front. The correct answer is D. When checking your gap from the vehicle in front. In good conditions, the 2-second rule can be used to check the distance between your vehicle and the one in front. This technique works on roads carrying faster traffic. Choose a fixed object, such as a bridge, sign or tree. When the vehicle ahead passes this object, say to yourself, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. If you reach the object before you finish saying this, you're too close. UK driving theory practice test question 7 of 50. What does the term blind spot mean for a driver? A. An area not covered by your mirrors. B. An area not covered by your headlights. C. An area covered by your right-hand mirror. D. An area covered by your left-hand mirror. The correct answer is A. An area not covered by your mirrors. Modern vehicles provide the driver with well-positioned mirrors which are essential to safe driving. However, they can't see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. This is why it's essential that, when necessary, you look around to check those areas not visible in your mirrors. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 8 of 50. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? A. When showing that you're giving way. B. When showing that you're about to turn. C. When letting them know that you're there. D. When telling them that you have right of way. The correct answer is C. When letting them know that you're there. You should only flash your headlights to warn others of your presence. Don't use them to greet others, show impatience or give priority to other road users, because they could misunderstand your signal. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 9 of 50. You're in a line of traffic. The driver behind you is following very closely. What action should you take? A. Signal left and wave the following driver past. B. Ignore the following driver and continue to travel within the speed limit. C. Move over to a position just left of the center line of the road. D. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. The correct answer is D. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. If the driver behind is following too closely, there's a danger they'll collide with the back of your car if you stop suddenly. You can reduce this risk by slowing down and increasing the safety margin in front of you. This reduces the chance that you'll have to stop suddenly and allows you to spread your braking over a greater distance. This is an example of defensive driving. Life in the UK Practice Test Question 10 of 50. How should you use a satellite navigation system so that it doesn't distract you when you're driving? A. Stop in a safe place before programming the system. B. Only set the destination when you're lost. C. Turn it off while driving in built-up areas. D. Choose a voice that you find calming. The correct answer is A. Stop in a safe place before programming the system. Vehicle navigation systems can be useful when driving on unfamiliar routes. However, they can also distract you and cause you to lose control if you look at or adjust them while driving. Pull up in a convenient and safe place before adjusting them. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 11 of 50. How should you use a satellite navigation system so that it doesn't distract you when you're driving? A. Only set the destination when you're lost. B. Choose a voice that you find calming. C. Turn it off while driving in built-up areas. D. Stop in a safe place before programming the system. The correct answer is D. Stop in a safe place before programming the system. Vehicle navigation systems can be useful when driving on unfamiliar routes. However, they can also distract you and cause you to lose control if you look at or adjust them while driving. Pull up in a convenient and safe place before adjusting them. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 12 of 50. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? A. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. B. Make sure that you leave enough room for a vehicle behind. C. Stop. Apply the handbrake and then select a low gear. D. Position your vehicle well to the left of the side road. The correct answer is A. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle before emerging right onto a dual carriageway. Make sure that the central reservation is deep enough to protect your vehicle. If it isn't, you should treat the dual carriageway as one road and check that it's clear in both directions before pulling out. Neglecting to do this could place part or all of your vehicle in the path of approaching traffic and cause a collision. UK Driving Theory Practice Test Question 13 of 50. You're driving behind a large goods vehicle. What should you do if it signals left but steers to the right? A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. B. Overtake on the right of it. C. Drive on, keeping to the left. D. Hold your speed and sound your horn. The correct answer is A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. Large, long vehicles need extra room when making turns at junctions. They may move out to the right in order to make a left turn. Keep well back and don't attempt to pass them on their left. Driving theory practice test question 14 of 50. When may you use a handheld mobile phone in your car? A. When driving an automatic vehicle. B. When receiving a call. C. When driving at less than 30 miles per hour. D. When suitably parked. The correct answer is when suitably parked. It's illegal to use a handheld mobile phone while driving, except in a genuine emergency. Even using a hands-free kit can distract your attention. Park in a safe and convenient place before receiving or making a call or using text messaging. Then you'll also be free to take notes or refer to papers. UK driving theory practice test question 15 of 50. What type of emergency vehicle is fitted with a green flashing beacon? A. Road gritter. B. Ambulance. C. Fire engine. D. Doctor's car. The correct answer is D. Doctor's car. A green flashing beacon on a vehicle means the driver or passenger is a doctor on an emergency call. Give way to them if it's safe to do so. Be aware that the vehicle may be traveling quickly or may stop in a hurry. UK driving theory practice test question 16 of 50. What should you do as you approach this bridge? A. Move to right. B. Keep to 30 miles per hour. C. Changing gear. D. Slow down. The correct answer is slow down. You should slow down and be cautious. Hump bridges are often narrow and there may not be enough room for you to pass an oncoming vehicle. At this point, also, there's no footpath, so be aware of pedestrians in the road. UK driving theory practice test question 17 of 50. Why should you use your mirrors when you see a hazard ahead? A. To check what's happening on the road ahead. B. Because you will need to brake sharply and stop. C. To assess how your action will affect the traffic behind. D. Because you will need to accelerate out of danger. The correct answer is C. To assess how your actions will affect the traffic behind. You should be constantly scanning the road for clues and what's going to happen next. Check your mirrors regularly, particularly as soon as you spot a hazard. What's happening behind may affect how you respond to hazard ahead. UK driving theory practice test question 18 of 50. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? A. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. B. Sound your horn as you pass. C. Change down one gear before you pass. D. Keep close to them as you pass. The correct answer is A. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they'll wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake because you will need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrance where a vehicle could be waiting to pull out. UK driving theory practice test question 19 of 50. You are turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? A. Stop, apply the parking brake and then select a low gear. B. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. C. Make sure that you leave enough room for a vehicle behind. D. Position your vehicle well to the left of the side road. The correct answer is B. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. Before emerging right onto a dual carriageway, make sure that the central reservation is deep enough to protect your vehicle. If it isn't, You should treat the dual carriageway as one road and check that it's clear in both directions before pulling out. Neglecting to do this could place part or all of your vehicle in the path of approaching traffic and cause a collision. UK driving theory practice test question 20 of 50. Is this appropriate traffic lane at junction ahead? A. Yes. B. No. The correct answer is B. No. This sign is for end of motorway. UK driving theory practice test question 21 of 50. When may you stop on the hard shoulder of a motorway? A. In an emergency. B. If you missed the exit that you wanted. C. If you feel tired and need to rest. D. To pick up a hitchhiker. The correct answer is A. In an emergency. You should only stop on the hard shoulder in a genuine emergency. Don't stop there to have a rest or picnic. Pick up hitchhikers. Answer a mobile phone or check a map. If you miss your intended exit, never reverse along the hard shoulder. UK driving theory practice test question 22 of 50. What should you do when you are joining a motorway? A. Use the hard shoulder. B. Stop at the end of acceleration lane. C. Slow to a stop before joining the motorway. D. Give it to traffic already on the motorway. The correct answer is D. Give way to traffic already on the motorway. You should give way to traffic already on the motorway. Where possible, traffic may move over to let you in. But don't pause your way onto the traffic stream. Traffic could be traveling at high speed. So try to match your speed to filter in without affecting the traffic flow. UK driving theory practice test question 23 of 50. What's the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles? A. 50 miles per hour. B. 60 miles per hour. C. 70 miles per hour. D. 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. 70 miles per hour. Traveling at the national speed limit doesn't allow you to hog the right-hand lane. Always use the left-hand lane whenever possible. When leaving a motorway, get into the left-hand lane well before you exit. Reduce your speeding the slip road and look out for sharp bends or curves and traffic queuing at roundabouts. UK driving theory practice test question 24 of 50. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? A. Any vehicle. B. Large vehicles only. C. Slow vehicles only. D. Emergency vehicles only. The correct answer is A. Any vehicle. On a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking a number of slower vehicles, move back to the left-hand lane when you are safely past. Jaguar mirrors frequently and don't stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. UK driving theory practice test question 25 of 50. Which of these isn't allowed to travel in the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? A. A motorcycle. B. A motorcycle and sidecar. C. A vehicle towing a trailer. D. A small delivery van. The correct answer is C. Vehicle towing a trailer. A vehicle with the trailer is restricted to 60 miles per hour. For this reason, it is not allowed in the right-hand lane, as it might hold up past a moving traffic that wishes to overtake in that lane. UK driving theory practice test question 26 of 50. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Give an arm signal as well as using your indicators. B. Select a higher gear than normal. C. Check signs to see that U-turns are permitted. D. Look over your shoulder for a final check. The correct answer is D. Look over your shoulder for a final check. If you have to make a U-turn, slow down and ensure that the road is clear in both directions. Make sure that the road is wide enough for you to carry out the maneuver safely. UK driving theory practice test question 27 of 50. You're driving at the legal speed limit. A vehicle comes up quickly behind you, flashing its headlights. What should you do? A. Allow the vehicle to overtake. B. Maintain your speed to prevent the vehicle from overtaking. C. Accelerate to make a gap behind you. D. Touch the brakes sharply to show your brake lights. The correct answer is A. Allow the vehicle to overtake. Don't enforce the speed limit by blocking another vehicle's progress. This will only lead to the other driver becoming more frustrated. Allow the other vehicle to pass when you can do so safely. UK driving theory practice test question 28 of 50. When you see a hazard ahead, you should use the mirrors. Why is this? A. To check what's happening on the road ahead. B. Because you'll need to brake sharply to a stop. C. Because you'll need to accelerate out of danger. D. To assess how your actions will affect following traffic. The correct answer is D. To assess how your actions will affect following traffic. You should be constantly scanning the road for clues about what's going to happen next. Check your mirrors regularly, particularly as soon as you spot a hazard. What's happening behind may affect your response to hazards ahead. UK driving theory practice test question 29 of 50. What may happen if you hang objects from your interior mirror? A. Your sun visor might get tangled. B. Your view could be obstructed. C. Your radio reception might be affected. D. Your windscreen would mist up. The correct answer is B. Your view could be obstructed. Ensure that you can see clearly through the windscreen of your vehicle. Stickers or hanging objects could obstruct your view or draw your attention away from the road. UK driving theory practice test question 30 of 50. You're approaching a red light at a puffin crossing. Pedestrians are on the crossing. When will the red light change? A. When the pedestrians have cleared the crossing. B. When the pedestrians push the button on the far side of the crossing. C. When you start to edge forward onto the crossing. D. When a driver from the opposite direction reaches the crossing. The correct answer is A. When the pedestrians have cleared the crossing. A sensor will automatically detect that the pedestrians have reached a safe position. Don't drive on until the green light shows and it's safe for you to do so. UK driving theory practice test question 31 of 50. Why should you switch your lights on when it first starts to get dark? A. To make your dials easier to see. B. So that you blend in with other drivers. C. So others can see you more easily. D. Because the street lights are lit. The correct answer is C. So others can see you more easily. Your headlights and tail lights help others on the road to see you. It may be necessary to turn on your lights during the day if visibility is reduced, for example, due to heavy rain. In these conditions, the light might fade before the street lights are timed to switch on. Be seen to be safe. UK driving theory practice test question 32 of 50. A vehicle pulls out in front of you at a junction. What should you do? A. Accelerate past it immediately. B. Swerve past it and sound your horn. C. Flash your headlights and drive up close behind. D. Slow down and be ready to stop. The correct answer is D. Slow down and be ready to stop. Try to be ready for the unexpected. Plan ahead and learn to anticipate hazards. You'll then give yourself more time to react to any problems that might occur. Be tolerant of other road users who don't behave correctly. UK driving theory practice test question 33 of 50. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? A. To allow drivers to pass you on the right. B. To help other road users know what you intend to do. C. To allow other drivers to pull out in front of you. D. to give a better view into the road that you're joining. The correct answer is B, to help other road users know what you intend to do. If you wish to turn right into a side road, take up your position in good time. Move to the center of the road when it's safe to do so. This will allow vehicles to pass you on the left. Early planning will show other traffic what you intend to do. UK driving theory practice test question 34 of 50. You're in a line of traffic. The driver behind you is following very closely. What action should you take? A. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. B. Ignore the following driver and continue to travel within the speed limit. C. Signal left and wave the following driver past. D. Move over to a position just left of the center line of the road. The correct answer is A. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. If the driver behind is following too closely, there's a danger they'll collide with the back of your car if you stop suddenly. You can reduce this risk by slowing down and increasing the safety margin in front of you. This reduces the chance that you'll have to stop suddenly and allows you to spread your braking over a greater distance. This is an example of defensive driving. UK driving theory practice test question 35 of 50. You're approaching an unmarked crossroads. How should you deal with this type of junction? A. Accelerate and keep to the middle. B. Accelerate and look to the left. C. Slow down and look both ways. D. Slow down and keep to the right. The correct answer is C. Slow down and look both ways. Be cautious, especially when your view is restricted by hedges, bushes, walls, large vehicles, etc. In the summer months, these junctions can become more difficult to deal with, because growing foliage may further obscure your view. UK driving theory practice test question 36 of 50. What does the term blind spot mean for a driver? A. An area covered by your left-hand mirror. B. An area not covered by your mirrors. C. An area covered by your right-hand mirror. D. An area not covered by your headlights. The correct answer is B. An area not covered by your mirrors. Modern vehicles provide the driver with well-positioned mirrors which are essential to safe driving. However, they can't see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. This is why it's essential that, when necessary, you look around to check those areas not visible in your mirrors. UK driving theory practice test question 37 of 50. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have been on green for some time? A. Be ready to stop. B. Maintain your speed. C. Accelerate hard. D. Brake hard. The correct answer is A. Be ready to stop. The longer traffic lights have been on green, the sooner they'll change. Allow for this as you approach traffic lights that you know have been on green for a while. They're likely to change soon, so you should be prepared to stop. UK driving theory practice test question 38 and 50. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? A. When showing that you're about to turn. B. When telling them that you have right of way. C. When showing that you're giving way. D. When letting them know that you're there. The correct answer is D. When letting them know that you are there. You should only flash your headlights to warn others of your presence. Don't use them to greet others, show impatience or give priority to other road users, because they could misunderstand your signal. UK driving theory practice test question 39 of 50. You're approaching a zebra crossing. Pedestrians are waiting to cross. What should you do? A. Use your headlights to indicate they can cross. B. Give way to the elderly and infirm only. C. Slow down and prepare to stop. D. Wave at them to cross the road. The correct answer is C. Slow down and prepare to stop. As you approach a zebra crossing, look for pedestrians waiting to cross. Where you can see them, slow down and prepare to stop. Be especially careful of children and older people, who may have difficulty judging when it's safe to cross. UK driving theory practice test question 40 of 50. What does tailgating mean? A. Reversing into a parking space. B. Driving with rear fog lights on. C. Using the rear door of a hatchback car. D. Following another vehicle too closely. The correct answer is D. Following another vehicle too closely. Tailgating is the term used when a driver or rider follows the vehicle in front too closely. It's dangerous because it restricts their view of the road ahead and leaves no safety margin if the vehicle in front needs to slow down or stop suddenly. Tailgating is often the underlying cause of rear-end collisions or multiple pileups. UK driving theory practice test question 41 of 50. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? A. They may not be ready to cross. B. Another vehicle may be coming. C. They may not be looking. D. It's safer for you to carry on. The correct answer is B. Another vehicle may be coming. If people are waiting to use a pedestrian crossing, slow down and be prepared to stop. Don't wave them across the road, because another driver may not have seen them, may not have seen your signal, and may not be able to stop safely. UK driving theory practice test question 42 of 50. At which type of crossing are cyclists allowed to ride across with pedestrians? A. Puffin. B. Toucan. C. Zebra. D. Pelican. The correct answer is B. Toucan crossing. A toucan crossing is designed to allow pedestrians and cyclists to cross at the same time. Look out for cyclists approaching the crossing at speed. UK driving theory practice test question 43 of 50. Which of the following should you do before stopping? A. Flash the headlights. B. Use the mirrors. C. Sound the horn. D. Select a higher gear. The correct answer is B. Use the mirrors. Before pulling up, check the mirrors to see what is happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. UK driving theory practice test question 44 or 50. After refueling your vehicle, what should you do to avoid spillage? A. Check that your fuel gauge is working. B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. C. Check that you've used the locking filler cap. D. Check that your tank is only 3/4 full. The correct answer is B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. When learning to drive, it's a good idea to practice filling your car with fuel. Ask your instructor if you can use a petrol station and fill the fuel tank yourself. You need to know where the filler cap is on the car you're driving, so you know which side of the pump to park it. Take care not to overfill the tank, and make sure you secure the filler cap correctly, so that no fuel leaks onto the road while you're driving. UK driving theory practice test question 45 of 50. What style of driving causes increased risk to everyone? A. Defensive. B. Competitive. C. Responsible. D. Considerate. The correct answer is B. Competitive. Competitive driving increases the risks to everyone and is the opposite of responsible. Considerate and defensive driving. Defensive driving is about questioning the actions of other road users and being prepared for the unexpected. Don't be taken by surprise. UK driving theory practice test question 46 of 50. What does this sign mean? A. Mini roundabout ahead. B. Contraflow system. C. Road narrows on right. D. Double bend first to left. The correct answer is D. Double bend first to left. UK driving theory practice test question 47 of 50. When you see this sign while driving, what should you do? A. Turn right. B. Turn left. C. You can use bus lane. D. Don't park your car. The correct answer is don't park your car. UK driving theory practice test question 48 of 50. You are driving on a motorway when you see the sign. What is these for? A. Side winds. B. Hump bridge. C. Warded warning sign. D. Risk of grounding. The correct answer is D. Risk of grounding. UK driving theory practice test question 49 of 50. On a road where trams operate, which of these vehicles will be most at risk from the tram rails? A. Cars. B. Lorries. C. Buses. D. Cycles. The correct answer is D. Cycles. The narrow wheels of a bicycle can become stuck in the tram rails, causing the cyclist to stop suddenly, wobble, or even lose balance altogether. The tram lines are also slippery, which could cause a cyclist to slide or fall off. UK driving theory practice test question 50 of 50. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? A. 3 seconds. B. 4 seconds. C. 2 seconds. D. 1 second. The correct answer is B. 4 seconds. Water will reduce your tire's grip on the road. The safe separation gap of at least 2 seconds in dry conditions should be doubled to at least 4 seconds in wet weather.